this coding exercise, here we are going to attempt some of the questions given here. So if you observe the first question, which of the following is a valid list? So actually we have to know what actually a list is. So we define a list using the square brackets. So that means every item which is stored in a list is defined with indicating the square brackets. So here you can observe this is with square brackets and this is with, but this is not, so this is wrong and this is wrong because this is a string as we know and this is a tuple as we know. So if you observe this and this, so every item is stored in the square brackets. But if you come to this string, you will use it with single quotes or double quotes. So here the list is a string which is used with single quotes. So this is the way of storing an item string in a list. But here the string is given directly without the single quotes or double quotes. So this is the right answer because we are storing a string with single quote as an item in the list. Therefore this is the right answer. And next, coming to the next one, what will happen on the execution of the following code snippet? If you take this here list of string hello, that means this string will be converted into the list. That means every item will be the character of this given string. That means the H is the one item and next E, this is the one item, next L. So like that every character will be an item of the list S. So if you take S of 1 is equals to M, that means do the modification. So here at the index 1 we are storing it as M. That means now our list will become H at the index 1. So at the index 1 it will store it as capital M. Then continuation with L, L and O as the items in the list. So after execution of this code, our list will become like this. That means at the position of E, the M is stored because as we taken S of 1 is equals to M, that means at the index 1 we are modifying the item as M. So this is our list after executing this code snippet. And the next one is the following code snippet deletes elements 30 and 40 from the list. So this is the given list. Here if you execute this will delete the elements from the range 2 to 4. That means the 4 is exclusive. So at the index 2 and 3, what are the elements? So they are deleted. That means at the index 2 and 3, 30 and 40. So these two will be deleted when we execute this code. So here the question is, in which other way can the same effect be obtained? That means in other way, how can we delete these elements 30 and 40 from the list? So I can say there are many approaches, but the simple way is if you take the num is the list and you give the range and is equals to empty list. So this will make the deletion of the elements 30 and 40. Then the remaining list will be as 20. The elements from the ranging 2 to 4 will be emptied when you will write this code. So this is the another approach to delete the elements 30 and 40 from the list. So this nothing but it will remove the elements which will empty the elements in this particular range. If you take num is equals to empty list, so all the elements will be removed from this num list. So this is the another approach so that we can obtain the same effect. So here the next question is, which of the following is an incorrect list? So basically the list is denoted using the square brackets and we can store non-homogeneous data type elements also. Yes, and we can also store the nested list elements. That means you can store a list as an element in the list. Okay, so if you observe here the element 0, 1, 2, 3 and you are storing a list as an element. Yes, this is perfectly a correct way. And here also you have stored different type of data type elements. 10 is integer and this is the string, this is the float. So that's why we said that list can store non-homogeneous data type items. So this is also correct approach. And already we said that a list can store an element as a list. So here we have stored two lists as the items in a list. So this is also correct approach. Okay, but to access this element 10 you have to take a of 0 And next, this is the 0 index. And again you have to take 0. And this is 1, 2. So a of 0, 0 is equals to 10. If you want to access 30, then a of 0 of this is index 2. So you have to take like this, then you will get it as 30. So for this question, there is no any incorrect list given. So these three approaches are correct for storing the items in the list. Here comes the next question from the list given below num1. How will you create the list num2 containing? So the simple way is, initially you have to take this, you should take this num1 as the containing this element. So create this list. Then you have to take num2 is equals to A, B and C. Then here you are storing the num1 elements of num1. So here these all are the num1 elements. So we have to use the num1 in order to create the num2. So here I will store all the elements of num1 and then y and then z. Okay, but here how can I store all the elements of num1? So just I am using the asterisk symbol and num1. So this asterisk represents the unpacking of elements from the list. Okay, whenever you print asterisk num1, you will get it as like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This will unpack the items in the list. So that's why I have mentioned here asterisk num1. So my list will be, num2 list will be A, B, C, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and then Y and Z. So actually the required num2 list is this. So this is the way I find out the num2 list. Okay, I hope you got the concept how to create the num2 list using the num1. Just use the asterisk which will unpack the items in the list of num1. Here if you take the next question, given a list which is containing some of the elements, how will you sort it in descending order? So I think most of you know that the sort function in Python. Okay, this will sort all the elements of the list. That means it will modify the list in the sorted order. But here we need it in the descending order. So that's why we have to take list dot sort of reverse equals to true. So this will sort the list. Okay, this sort function will sort the list in the reverse manner, because here we mentioned that reverse is equals to true. But whenever you take list dot sort, this will sort the items in the list. So as you done list dot sort of reverse is equals to true, then all your elements will be sorted in the descending order. Okay, so now your reverse list will be like this. Okay, here because you mentioned reverse is equals to true, so that's why the function is sorting it in the descending order. So in the next question, they have given a list which is containing some elements. Here the question is, how will you check whether the 30 is present in the list or not? So to perform this operation, you have to know the membership operators, whether to check the given element is present in the list or not. So if you don't know the concept regarding the membership operators, just I'll mention the link of that video in the description. Go and check out and watch that video, then come to this question. So here to check whether the 30 is present in the list or not, just it is very simple to write the code. Just you have to print 30 in list name. So this will return true when the case is 30 is present in the given list. But here in the given list the 30 is not present, that's why it will return false. And here the given list is same as the before, but the question is, how will you insert 30 between 25 and 24? If you observe the indexes here of the given items in the list, the index of 25 is 1 and 4 is 2. But between them we have to insert the element 30. That means at the index 2 we have to insert the 30. Then these all the remaining elements will be shifted rightwards. Okay, as we insert the 30 there, it will become like this. To insert the 30, between the 20 and 24, the code will be list.insert function. We use insert function and you have to mention the index where you want to specify that element. Okay, here I want to insert at the index 2, I want to insert the element 30. So my position, that means the index is 2 and the element is 30. So this statement will insert the 30 at the index 2. So therefore your list will become like this. Next, to modify the given string into a list, the simple way is you have to take, if you observe this question, so here you have given a string and you have used the list function. So here the string is converted into list function and you have stored it into the s variable. So this is the way. So here similarly in this question also you can do it simply like just take my list is equals to list function and this string s. Therefore this list will contain this as hello. Okay, this is what you have to obtain. So this is the way of storing the list of s, that means, and just print it. You will get the list as hello, as the question is to print the list hello from the given string.